Shit, there's the intro. I didn't think it was gonna play. Good evening, YouTube. Hello and welcome to Ace Combat 04 Shattered Skies. And yeah, that's the intro. I've been playing Ace Combat games since the PlayStation 1 days. Before I even got a PlayStation 2, I remember we had like a rental store and we could rent PS1 games, and then they took those off and I was pissed. And then I got a PS2 and then they took those rentals off. So it was like literally fucking. But as you can see, I've got 20 hours clocked into this game alone, and more so even in these separate files here. All together on this one memory card, I've got 24 hours of playing this game, and there's still a couple scattered files around my other memory cards. But we're going to start a new game. We're going to play on... I don't feel confident in myself enough. Normal difficulty. But when we play Ace Combat 5, however, I'm gonna up the difficulty a bit. Anyway,
I was
prologue.
just a child when the stars fell from the skies. But I remember how they built a cannon to destroy them. And in turn how that cannon brought war upon us. War was an abstract idea, nothing more than a show on TV. As a child, I only saw it as something that happened in some faraway land. Until that final day of summer. One day while on my way to school, I looked up in the skies. A sound like distant thunder. In the blue skies far above me, contrails drew dizzying circles around in a crazy waltz. A battle in the beautiful skies far away. I could not tear my gaze away from them. A deafening roar. Silence appeared, as if to graze the hills and streak past me. The fighters played the cat or the mouse in turn as they climbed swiftly into the sky. One fleeing plane fell out of the skies, spiraling and spewing orange flames to crash by the Cape. The same Cape where my family lived. Now they only live in my memories of days past. The victor circled around to confirm the kill. And on his craft, there was a large number 13 emblazoned in yellow. I will never forget this. The Allies retreated across the ocean before the onslaught of the enemy. Our little town in the heart of the mainland fell into deep isolation.
This game's got a lot of cutscenes. It's after every single mission. There's a long, long cutscene, so these parts are going to probably be long. Because the missions themselves are also
after the planetfall of the Ulysses 1994,
and I don't just want to fill parts with cutscenes. That would suck.
Stonehenge, the Erusian weapon of mass destruction, was originally built to shoot down asteroids. Upon discovering its potential as an anti-aircraft weapon, the Erusians ruled the skies over the mainland. The ISAF's attempts to destroy Stonehenge through airstrikes failed. As a result, strategic positions on the mainland were lost. This in turn forced ISAF to evacuate from the east coast to North Point. ISAF GHQ is regrouping its remaining combat forces at North Point. However, the Erusians control most parts of the mainland, and they have forward deployed bombers to Wrigley Air Base, a former ISAF facility. This bomber force will attempt to deal a lethal blow to the ISAF at North Point from this strategic position.
I think it was 2007 that I wrote a fan fiction. 2006, 2007 that I wrote a fan fiction for Ace Combat 4.
And your orders for deployment, effective immediately. Enemy agents destroyed our early warning radar network, allowing several bear bombers to penetrate our airspace. In 15 minutes, we expect this bomber formation to strike Allen Ford Air Base and then move on to targets at North Point. Our air defense forces are extremely weak at this point in time, hence our GHQ is a sitting duck. It is mission critical that you destroy the bombers and neutralize the threat before they get past Newfield Island. Remember, you are the first line of defense for North Point, and the fate of ISAF lies in your hands.
Yay. I'm being relied on. This is the playing field, basically. You get to see it before every mission, and it spoils enemy locations. I don't like looking at it because of that. But it's really nifty. It's basically Google Earth with airplanes. And must I really mention it? The soundtrack. Oh my god, the soundtrack to this game. Oh, yowza. But anyway. It's ready! Let's do this! Oh, cutscene again? Jeez. Are we gonna get any gameplay in this part? Yeah, okay. This cutscene will only play if you use this jet in the first mission. If you don't use this jet in the first mission, you don't get no cutscene, asshole. So use this jet in the first mission, or you won't get the cutscene. So I don't know if it was Ace Combat 2 or Ace Combat 3 that I played on the PlayStation 1, but I really liked that game and rented it probably 5 times.
Here. Call sign
And we get to keep it for the weekend.
Your call sign is Mobius 1. We'll refer to you by this name at all times.
Yeah, speaking of Mobius 1.
You are now under my command. 6 bombers on Vector 360 confirmed. Continue north to intercept. Today's my birthday. A victory sure would be nice.
So yeah. Don't know which game it was, but it gave my parents the incentive to buy Ace Combat 4 when I got a PS2. And my god, I fell in love with this series. I mean, it's pretty much junk now. It's pretty much worthless at this point. Assault Horizons was a real letdown. I mean, it tried some good stuff. Like, for a long time I wanted to see what playing as a helicopter would be like. But, not exactly that exciting. Look at this destroyed bomber. Whee!
Target is bombing the city.
No, not the city. I bet it's a shitty city.
Mobius 1 shot down a bear.
I didn't know bears could fly. This is a horrifying thought.
2 targets remaining.
Could you imagine flying bears? Oh my goodness.
Mobius 1 currently over city airspace.
As you can see, your character doesn't talk in this game, as opposed to Assault Horizon, where they give your characters personality and talking abilities.
1 target remaining.
So, that was quick. That was
Good job, Mobius 1.
2 minutes of gameplay and 8 minutes cutscene. Hooray, what a great start.
Sky Eye, this is Allen Fort. Got visual on the downed bombers. Whose kill was that? Make sure to thank him.
That's a roundup. Let's go on home.
And you get a whole bunch of different looks for your flying. I like the back view. I mean, most people will play in the cockpit view because that's what everyone does, but I'm not like that.
Thanks to your efforts, the enemy bomber strike was averted. However, our
This is really probably my favorite part of the game, just watching this. I'll screw around in missions specifically just to see this happening. It's so great. It follows your every move to a T. It is so amazing. I love it. And more cutscene. See you in the next part.